Rome wasn't built in a day, but it became the greatest empire the world had ever seen. For centuries, Roman legions conquered lands from the deserts of Africa to the forests of Britain. At its height, Rome ruled over 70 million people, nearly a quarter of the world's population at the time. Yet, despite all its power, Rome would fall, and its collapse would shape the modern world we live in today. Rome began humbly, as a small village along the Tiber River around the 8th century BCE. According to legend, it was founded by the twin brothers Romulus and Remus, a myth that gave the city a sense of destiny. In truth, Rome grew because of its location. The fertile plains of Italy, the protection of the Apennine Mountains, and access to the Mediterranean made it perfect for expansion. Early Rome was ruled by kings, but in 509 BCE, the Romans overthrew monarchy and created a republic. Power was shared between elected officials called consuls and a senate of elites. This balance, though imperfect, laid the foundations of modern representative government. As Rome expanded, it faced powerful rivals. The most dangerous were the Carthaginians of North Africa. In the Punic Wars, Rome fought legendary generals like Hannibal, who famously crossed the Alps with war elephants. But Rome endured, and by 146 BCE, Carthage was destroyed. Rome now dominated the Mediterranean, the Mare Nostrum, or Our Sea. Rome's greatest transformation came under Julius Caesar. In 49 BCE, Caesar crossed the Rubicon River with his army, sparking civil war. Victorious, he became dictator for life. But his ambition alarmed senators, and on the Ides of March, 44 BCE, he was assassinated. His death ended the Republic and gave birth to an empire. Caesar's heir, Octavian, later called Augustus, became Rome's first emperor. Under Augustus, Rome entered the Pax Romana, 200 years of relative peace and prosperity. Roads stretched over 250,000 miles. Aqueducts carried fresh water into cities. The Colosseum hosted games that could seat 50,000 spectators. Roman law, engineering, and culture spread across Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa. It was during this golden age that Christianity was born in the Roman province of Judea. Though it began as a persecuted faith, it would one day reshape the empire itself. But no empire lasts forever. By the 3rd century CE, Rome began to crumble from within. Political corruption led to weak leadership. Some emperors reigned for only months before being assassinated. The empire's size made it nearly impossible to govern. Armies were expensive, and heavy taxes crushed the poor. Meanwhile, enemies pressed at the borders. Germanic tribes in the north, Persians in the east. In 285 CE, Emperor Diocletian divided the empire into east and west to make it more manageable. Later, Emperor Constantine moved the capital to Byzantium, renaming it Constantinople. This would become the heart of the Eastern Roman Empire, also known as Byzantium, which would survive long after the West fell. In 410 CE, disaster struck. The Visigoths, led by Alaric, sacked Rome the first time the Eternal City had fallen in 800 years. Though the empire staggered on, it never recovered. Finally, in 476 CE, the last emperor of the West, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed by the Germanic general Odoacer. The Western Roman Empire was gone. But Rome did not disappear overnight. Its laws, language, and culture lived on in the Eastern Empire, in the Catholic Church, and in the kingdoms that replaced it. Rome may have fallen, but its shadow still covers the modern world. Our legal systems are built on Roman law. Our languages, Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, and Romanian all descend from Latin. Even English carries thousands of Latin words. The US, Senate, European parliaments, and many national constitutions reflect ideas first practiced in the Roman Republic. Rome taught us how to build roads, aqueducts, and cities. It shaped Christianity, which became the dominant religion of the West. And its history offers a warning that even the greatest powers can collapse if they grow corrupt, divided, or overextended. The rise and fall of the Roman Empire is not just ancient history. It is a mirror for our own world. Empires rise, empires fall, but their legacies endure. If you enjoyed this journey through Rome's rise and fall, subscribe to History with Troy for more untold stories from history.